I want to cry. I want to cry because I don't feel the proper vibration in this building anymore. Now, if we're surrounded by too much of good and we see no bad, we cannot see the opposition of the intertwining of what pieced together and tore apart reality. Without seeing these pieces that tore us apart, we can never have the feeling and the vibration that we can drag back together, and it just wants to bring tears to you. So I started off with this piece of paper, Miss Levette. I don't know why, every time, can you help me out and don't get me wrong, because every time I think of saying Miss Levette, I think of
Sesame Street, and you have to figure out which character I get to, and you have to tell me why. And I'm going to tell you before, and you should think about it now before I say it. Stop the video, because here I'm going to say it now. Thinking of Miss Piggy. And Miss Piggy, to me, is the representation of 977 vibration, in which a radio station was just bought over. They call it Shom FM, the spirit of rock in Montreal. Creation of the sky system, 7x7 division by the point, or the dot, in between. And creation of the star system of the gateway of 8 green. Green equals 49, 8 equals 49, 7 times 7 creates, and 14, around the dice cube, 14, and 63, which are the number of moons in Jupiter. And that number of moons in Jupiter will now take me right over here to 99, which creates J10, which creates 1, which creates 7. That's B and E, automatically creating Earth. Inside of your separation, your separation, your separation, your separation, 1 set of hands, not 2, not the way I put together the thumb. See, the hand is sitting straight this way. The thumb is not. My thumb doesn't go down to a bell curve. I can't really curve my fingers. In fact, I can't really work them. So the separation of time. So when you mark this down, it says timer. P. P, timer. In this area over here just says Mars. It says the IT system just by the initials. T, M, I, and then ring finger. Here, we're going to do it a little bit better. And we're going to go thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. We're only going to use the initials. 29, birth of the IT system. Alternate current inside the heavens, regarded as 1 and 1, 16 and 18, 34, runner of the DC gold. The half system creates 8, 6, 4, 8,640 seconds in a day. I'm assuming that strike, strike, strike creates the 0 after, because you have to have 3 of something, okay, that falls in this area, because the batter will now be out after 3 strikes. WWW, 27, 27, 27, will create your 69 rotation. MD, Baltimore, Maryland. Half an if, parental guidance, 18 and over. So I'm just bringing this. This is timer, okay, the IT system. Map. 58, because there's 2 hands. 44, area space, 2 hands. 31, alternate current, center finger, 2 hands. And 68, communication, less 1, 51, Mars. I write 48 here, because 9 and 9 and 2 hands creates, excuse me, this should be a wrong number. It should be 49. So let me put that up there. I hate making mistakes, but I like making mistakes. So, I can't, let me just get that. That's right. That'll be your 49. So your thumb, automatically, 2 thumbs will now create the green separation. In 1 thumb, it brings the IT system and birth, but with 2 of them, it now has the separation. There are 4 separations inside of this. When I bring my thumbs together, or the menorah, right? See, my hands are straight here, but I'm going to do like the menorah, M-war. I'm going to take that menorah. You have to turn the menorah this way. Because the fingers are longer in the menorah, like this, take the menorah and turn it this way. These 2 will end up in the middle section. These will not. So there's going to be an area space that passes in that section. But the straight up and down, north and south, is being used. East and west is not. North and south is not being used, okay? East and west is the reflection of this. And the reflection, I'm going to use the 6. Because the 1 is in the center, this will create a 7. North and south is not used. I turn it this way, east and west is not used. It's one or the other, depending on which way the gateway is. So in the beginning of the Hands of Time, comes up with the signal. The basic for this, we're working only on combinations now. 20 and 9, 29. 9 and 13, 22. 13 and 18, 31. I'm talking about the in-between space average. Now, if you want to work straight on this, this would be 40 or 4. But it would be 26, 26 would make 52 Earth. Okay? 6 and 6 becomes 3. 2 and 2 becomes 4, 43 DC inside the thumb. This becomes I9, becomes 69. Becomes 6 and 9, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 9 and 9 is 18. This remains 9. But I'm going to use 69 and 69, which will be 3 and 9. And this will now create, from this area, Earth. Okay, moved over to DC, this area will now create Saturn. Inside M will create 13, 13, 26. That 26 is your Venus-Saturn connection inside this one. Remember, I and R, 9 and 9, are on the outside of the middle finger now. 9 and 18, 27, creation of the big red sun, the big red dog. 18 and 18 is 36. 8 and 8 is 7. 1 and 1 is 2, 27. And 27 is now created, and 27 is created on the outside here and here. Now you have 54, you have sun. Now over here, You have 16p. In between these two is 29. That is your birth inside your 18. You have 9 and 18 is 27 inside your altered current, and we're not going to use the 1 right now. Here we have 16 and 16, 32. That is your communication from 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, creating 2 and 1, 3. But 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. This creates 23 instead of 32. It reverses itself, 23, 32. When you go to the horse racing, thoroughbreds, on the top of the back, the 2 horse is blue. The 3 horse is white. Okay, oh, excuse me, that's a harness. When you go to the thoroughbred, it's the opposite. When you go to the Olympics, the guy, the second and the third guy are on one side or the other side of the winner. So this is the basic strategy. Now, I haven't done all the numbers. Thumb equals 64 to Mars equals 51. This equals 2 and 5, creation of the number of Earth, 1/4. The total is 115. If you add 1 to 15, it equals to 120, and 120 or 126, 216 creates 9 days of 24 hours because we have to build to create 1. I didn't use the number for index, which is number 23. Win the big red dot. In index, or ENX, equaling to, what? 29 your birth, or 19 the spirit. The 1 and 9 connecting 2 sides. This creates 29 and 4 equals to 33, and 9, 42, and 14 equals to a total of 56, 23, 27, and 5, 32, 42, 52, 56. Now when we create middle, 13 and 9, 22, and 8, 30, 42, and 5 is 47. Creates the cycle in the moon. 13, 22, 5, 17. The gateway, 17 and 4, 21 the cube. 20, 21, 25, and 9, 34, and 13, 47. We have the ring finger at 48, creating the sun, the marriage of the sun. We have the sun at 54, so when you take the middle finger and put Saturn on it, you have 4 and 7. That's the Christ. That is Jesus, okay? Jesus means us because je is the word I, okay? 7 and 3 becomes 1, becomes 7, 4, 7. Otherwise, it's a total of 140. Over here, now there's another thing, 146 creates a spirit of Zion, Israel, and it's the movement of 4, 5, and 6, 4 inside 5 and 6. There's a lot more to this. This, okay, will be your doorway. Okay, 44, area space. The doorway is 32, the freezing point. Okay, when it starts to melt and the water starts to run, okay, things start to rise and information starts to be accompanied with that. The pinky is said to be Mercury, and that's 183. The house of the church becomes 243. The vibration within, because the 0 gets 6, becomes 249 and becomes the doorway 98, the high sky inside Mercury. Remember, pinky and Mercury both end in Y. Ring and sun end in GN, under the gun, 721. When we go to Venus, Palm, Moon, 22, 38, 48, 51, 13, 29, birth, 29 and 22, 51, 81 is Venus, 42 is Palm, 57, Earth. Now there's a whole lot of equations. 8 times 1, 8 plus 1. 4 times 2, 4 plus 2. 5 times 3, okay? And 5 plus 3 is 47, right? When we're going to do this, 8 and 1 is 9. 1 times 8 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 plus 7 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 5 times 7 is 35. 3 and 5 is 8. Venus, Palm, Moon, 9, 8, 6, 8, 3, 8. 3, 6, 9 with 8. When you come to the basic here, Earth and Neptune and Pluto are all left out. You get 6 over here. You should have 5 over here. I'm missing over here. Okay, what is the planet I'm missing? I have Venus, I have Mercury, I have no Earth. I have Mars, I have Jupiter, I have Saturn, okay, I have no Neptune. I have Pluto over here. So what's the planet I'm missing? I'm missing a planet. I don't have 6 fingers over here. I don't have 6 fingers. Venus is 1, Mercury is 2. See, I use the sun. I'm supposed to be missing more planets, so help me out. I've got Mars, I've got Mercury, I've got Venus, I have no Earth. I have Jupiter, I have Saturn, I have no Neptune and Pluto, so how come I can't figure out where the rest of my fingers are? Someone has to help me out. Let me go over this on my own. Let me stop this. Okay, so now I corrected. I was missing Uranus, and Uranus gets number 21. It gets 21 for the U letter. When I added all these over here, 5, 9, and 6, 15, and 5 is 20. I didn't do this count yet, so this is 20, okay? And then I count on this side, 3. Let me do it short, 5, 9, and 6, and 5 is 20, 9, 11, 20, 20, 3, 4, 5. This becomes 5, 2, which is Earth. Now let me mix it because it's a 0, 5. So 5, 2 becomes 2, 2. Becomes 2, 2. When we connect these numbers over here, 4, 4, 5, 4 and 4 is 8, and 5 is 13, 14, 15. When we connect 9, 17, 26, 31, 31 and 15, 46, how these numbers come to be. 13 equals 4, this equals 12, equals 3, 3, 4, 5. 3 times 4 equals to 12, and 5 is the 60 minutes on the clock. I added in Uranus, 36 creation of alternate current, the gateway inside Pluto and Mars. Pluto gets replaced by 6 man, Mars gets replaced by Earth as number 36. That's in Low Shoe Magic Square. Here's your cube running out of Uranus that creates all of this. 94, half of this is 47, and it runs out of Jesus. Okay, remember, the dartboard, you pin it up here to hang everything down here. You don't hang it in the center. You hang something in the center, right? It'll be a circle. But where do you hang a circle? If you put a circle in the center, will it always be just round? If you put a square in the center, I mean, it'll tilt to one side or the next, but I'm not going to get into that equation. So we did over here also 2, 7, 11. I'm not including Uranus to start. 4, 5, 11. 8, 9, 17, and 5, 22, and 11. 4 and 2. When we add up the three of them together, 84, 179, 181, 231, 77, 77, 77. When I add Uranus, I get this, the doorway to the halfway house. 1 and 5, Earth and Mars. Jupiter and Mercury, which creates Mars. Jupiter and Mercury, right, 15. On the other side, 4, 13, 20. 1, 6, 10. 10, 20, JT becomes P and Z. P and Z. 26, 36, 42. 29 and 14, because we add on this, becomes the DNA to our birth house. The total here becomes 113. Did I get that right? Becomes 103 Mercury. Is that right? 90, 103 Mercury. These two, 8 and 9, the high sky, create Mercury. E-I-E-I-O, passage between E and I, area space. The doorway is added on when we connect Uranus. Remember, the 7 is on the left-hand side, Uranus. Earth is on the right, Neptune is in the middle, Pluto is on the right, 3 and 9. Planets missing from the fingers. The total here is 120, which is adding up 1 to 15 with the first 3 planets missing, Earth, Neptune, and Pluto. P-E-N, the pig pen, Neptune. Okay, they spell the same thing. At the same time over here, when we add them all together with Uranus, we have 13 times 13, 169, and we have the whole Monopoly board now. 13 times 13, 168 plus 1 squared. We go around the 1 square. Now, when we take these letters, there's more places we can go. There's a sun in Europe. There's your sun, Europe. In your sun, Europe. Earth and Neptune and Pluto. Earth and Neptune get the E in common. They have the T in common. Neptune says 1 time. So take out T. So we're going to take out, make this 75. Take out E, we're going to make it 70. Is there anything else to take out of this? So this one becomes 70. Okay, this one over here, we take out the T and the E. We have A, R, and H. We have A is inside of R. So we don't even have to count that, but we will. That is 19S becomes S and H. That becomes 19 and 8, 27 inside of this. And your 27 is creation of the red sun from the creation of Earth. 65, because there's 0 here, and it says 65, and it says the 7th gate inside its number, the White House of the 7th gate. So this is the basic setup for your fingers and thumbs, but I'm going to be switching all of these, because I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Line them up this way, or line them up this way, or the goalpost for 3 points. I'm either going to lock them up, or I'm not. I'm going to use either these squares, or these colors. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure when I'm going to get there. I just want to thank you for watching this video, and this is based on these indications where Miss Levette has told me, mentioned to me, advised me, let me know, commented. Thank you for watching this video.